Hey folks, welcome back to Train Sim World 3. Today we're on West Somerset Railway. This is the Class 47, and we're just going to be doing a deadhead and running it down to the other side of the line, I believe. Now the first thing it's going to have us do is change track, which is an interesting way to start a scenario. This is my first time doing anything on this route besides training. I just got the training done for the 47, so this should be slightly exciting. Once we get moving here, I kind of want to discuss the outlook, I guess you could say, for the future of Train Sim World 3 and what I think is going to be happening here in the next month or so. In the meantime, we're just going to await some instructions, set the train up. Headlights, reverser. Engine only, I believe. Or do we just put that into forward? Alright, it's already running. Okay, real quickly, I do want to just find AWS because I'm assuming it's right here. Yeah, okay. There's the changeover. Unisolate that. Do we want that on? Okay, we do want it on. I always forget. I'm assuming that's it for the safety systems. Maybe not though. Alright. Set the brakes here to release. Straight brake is off. Does this have a handbrake? Okay. Wrong way. Release that. And we're off. Alright. So this is the office for today, Class 47. Put the window down here. Yeah, so this is a very slow route for those that don't know, but the scenery is pretty nice from what I've heard. I'm not 100% sure though, but we're gonna find out today if that statement holds true or not. But 5 miles per hour, that is pretty slow, and then we're going up to 10. Anyway, so my last video that I released was certainly out of the ordinary for this channel, and I wasn't planning on doing that. There was actually an entire commentary part of the video, but after, it was pretty late at night when I put that whole thing together, and after I watched it through a couple times, I think it was like 2 a.m. by that point, I was just kind of like, you know what? I'm not a big fan of this, so I just scrapped the commentary part, because the whole reason why I really made the video was for the intro, which of course I uploaded it separately. Go check it out if you haven't. It's only 50 seconds long. It won't cost too much time if you're interested. But yeah, so basically I scrapped the commentary part because I was just like way too negative about this whole change that is probably coming very soon. For those that don't know, there have been leaks from pretty credible sources that Train Sim World 3 is going to be coming to an end here shortly, and it looks like things are going to be turning over into Train Sim World 4. Alright, we're not stopping here. I believe we're just going straight. Which to me is surprising, just because Train Sim World 3, in my mind, it still just came out, not even a year ago, last September 5th, I believe, so it really feels like it's still brand new. So, like, for me personally, I just have a really hard time believing that Train Sim World 4 is around the corner, but yet again, it's Dovetail Games, so it's not entirely shocking there. So, you know, of course, I'm a little bit mad, but at the same time, as ashamed I am to admit I am excited as well to see what it has in store. But I'll be honest, Train Sim World 3, like, coming from Train Sim World 2 to Train Sim World 3, was not as big of an upgrade as I was really hoping. Like, we're on a Train Sim World 2 route right now, and everything seems to be working out just fine. I'm not the biggest fan of the graphics engine. I think it's a bit too saturated for my liking. I mean, it's nicer. I would prefer it over this lighting, I think, in certain situations. I shouldn't say I prefer it over. I prefer it in certain situations. Um, and of course, that was one of the big selling points and why everyone should upgrade, because of the lighting and the clouds, which I'll be honest with you, I could really care less about the clouds, as well as the weather and some updated NPC stuff, which the NPCs are still a disaster. So I think that the Train Sim World 3 era was pretty underwhelming. And this is like, I'm trying to kind of just like tiptoe around here conservatively, because I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, you know. It's a train simulator at the end of the day, you know. It's not like anything that we should all be here like crying and screaming about. It's made for fun at the end of the day and all that, but it's kind of an investment somewhat, you know. It's probably going to be $40. I don't remember if the deluxe, because you could get standard too, but I think I got the deluxe edition for some reason. But I already had Spirit of Steam, so maybe not. Because with that, like, you got it a day early, which maybe it was more than a day. Maybe it was like a week. To be honest with you, I don't quite remember, because that was almost a year ago. About 11 months. So, whatever the reason, it's going to be probably the same price, if not more. Hopefully, they've learned their lesson and they're not going to jack the prices up anymore. But, like I was saying, the Train Sim World 3 era was not super significant. And just little things I've noticed, like if you go to the in-game store, not on Steam, if you go, like if you're on the main menu and you go over to the section that says store, this is a really little detail, but it kind of bothers me. Things when the game first released were like sorted very nicely, and the thumbnails were all good, high quality. And I might put some screenshots up here just so I can get my point across. And I am not managing the speed very well. Oh well. But the screenshots and the thumbnails, I should say thumbnails, all looked very nice, and they were all crisp and cropped well and all that. But I think starting after Linka Reinstrecke, somewhere around that time, the thumbnails got like really distorted, and they're like too wide, and they don't fit the frame, and like that's really little detail. But I think if I want to take this route, I'm gonna say that that's kind of representative of like the whole Train Sim World 3 era. Things kind of started off smoothly, but I feel like the quality of everything is kind of decreased over time, and you could say that about the routes as well as the core game. That's just kind of how I feel anyway. But like I said, I'm not trying to whine about it or complain too much, but I think things have kind of gotten worse over the past year, not really better. And I thought the Focus Interactive, or Entertainment, whatever that company's called, the folks who bought Dovetail, I thought that was going to make a difference for some reason, but nothing really has seemed to change, so I guess I was wrong about that. Let's take a look outside here. Got some rolling hills to our left and to our right. Is that sheep in the field over there? Sheep or rocks, I'm not sure. I cannot talk tonight. I'm really just stumbling over my words, but it is a slushy slug video at the end of the day. And I am not managing the speed well on this thing at all. Should probably get some marker lights on. And this is the other thing. Like, I think I counted, I have like 12 routes altogether. And what I kind of consider completing a route is you could do the whole journey mode thing, but I'm not really into that because there's a lot of stuff like I just don't really care about on the journey mode. But what I like to see is like completing the scenarios. And the only routes I've done that for so far, I have 20 out of the 20 scenarios in Southeastern High Speed. That's probably my favorite European route in the game, I'd say. Definitely, if not my favorite route. I did all the Boston Sprinter ones. I did all the, what's it called? Harlem Line. I have all those scenarios done. And I think that's it. I'm almost done with the LIRR. But just like it, and this isn't a big deal, but it just bothers me because if I buy Train Sim World 4, which by the way, I'm just going to say it now, Train Sim World 4, that name is not good. It sounds absolutely terrible in my personal opinion. And I think they need to change the name of the whole series if they're going to keep releasing things every year because the numbers just get ridiculous. What I think that they need to do, and I'm not advising them to go down this path at all. I think it's a very bad path to go down, and it's just going to make people unhappy, especially if the quality keeps decreasing like it has over the past year. But I think they need to just change the name to Train Sim World 2024 instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what I mean? So that's just my opinion on that. Three miles. Let's take a look at the schedule here. So it looks like this is going to be my first time taking a look at the map here. I don't know if we started all the way down here or not. But we're just going go via location, and then we're probably going to stop around here if I had to guess, but I'm not really sure. Slow speed control. Alright, I don't think that's going to go up to 28 miles per hour, just judging by how the numbers look on that. So we're just going to let that be. I like this locomotive, though. It's my first time in here, and I'm enjoying it so far. Let's see what the horn sounds like. Oh, that's cool. I like that. It's like a bird. Yeah, it's a nice sounding horn. But like I was saying earlier, I still have routes from Train Sim World 2, because that was the first edition of this series that I got. It was Train Sim World 2. I got it in March of 2021, and I didn't play it. I played it a little bit when I first got it, and then I just kind of left it alone for a little bit because I didn't really understand much about it, and I just have a hard time trying to figure things out and then be motivated to play it at the same time because I try and be relaxed by games and stuff. So I like learning new stuff, but at the same time, I'd rather just play a game where I already know everything about it. You know what I mean? So I took a break and then I came back, and that's when I finally figured out the whole DLC thing, because when I got it, what was it? Sandpatch Grade, the Bakerloo line, and the German route that I don't remember the name of. And I played that, like, I barely did that at all. And then I got Boston Sprinter, and that's when I started playing a lot because that was an American commuter route. Which at the time, I mean, it wasn't in the best state, but it was playable. It's not like New York to Trenton. Let's take a look at these cows. What's up, guys? Oh. It's kind of weird. Good to see them. Apparently there's a beach too, because one of the scenarios was taking passengers back from the beach, but that was like an hour, and to be honest with you, I don't feel like sitting here for an hour tonight, so I decided this would be a better one, just to kind of chat about Train Sim World 4 a little bit. Hopefully it's not going to be called that, but there should be an announcement coming very soon, in the next week if I had to guess. Because what's probably going to happen, I mean, what history says is going to happen at least, is there's going to be an announcement at the beginning of August, and it's going to release a month later, at the beginning of September probably. Or it could all be a bunch of bogus. That's always possible. And there's like, I think the Train Guy 4 is the name of a channel that has some pretty detailed information. Oh, this is kind of neat. He has some pretty detailed information and gives intelligent reasoning why he believes that Train Sim World 4 is going to come and be established here. And he does a much better job of explaining things than I would, so I'm just not really going to go into the specifics there. But I can link his video down below if you guys are interested in checking that out. And that's all well and good that we're going to be getting more routes if we choose to pay for it. Or maybe it's not well and good. It depends on your opinion. Honestly, I'm kind of neutral. I think the pros just kind of are equal to the cons on this one. I was kind of like ticked off when Train Sim World 3 came out when I first heard that, but I was pretty excited when it actually released. But that wore off pretty quickly, I'm not going to lie. But I remember the first time I think I was taking the Javelin out on Southeastern High Speed, and I was like, wow, the lighting is pretty nice. So that was cool. And I really enjoy the new UI. And the music is also nice. I don't remember if Train Sim World 2 had music or not. So yeah. It was a nice change in some ways, but a lot of things are still the same, and it's crazy. Over the past, I keep saying year, I know it's really like 10 or 11 months, but we still have the same problems. The save game functionality was never implemented properly. They're still working on that as we speak. And I'm pretty sure it might finally be out, but the HST livery functionality in the Creators Club is still a mess. And I don't really care about that. It's just they say it on every roadmap stream. So it's just kind of funny. It's like the same stuff. And it feels like we've been in a never-ending loop. But as an American player, what I'm thinking about, and it's been in the back of my mind since February now, is when are they going to fix New York to Trenton? Like, how long is that going to take? Oh, that sounds so good. So, I don't know. I'm a little worried about that. And the other thing I find interesting is they're still updating Peninsula Corridor. They've been updating that. I think it feels like every roadmap Peninsula Corridor is mentioned. And I don't know. I just find that interesting because that was a route that was also released not in its ideal state. But, you know, that's American content for you. Alright, go via location. So we're just going to keep moving here. Let's take a closer look around. I don't think there's any, like, speed control for higher speeds here. Is that our contact signaler? I think we have to use the contact signaler at some point, so I should figure out where that is. Emergency valve. Not sure. Nice little station here. Crow comb. Very cool. 3 miles, and then we're going to stop. I believe that will be a wrap. Got to slow down here. Alright. Little bit too much braking there. Fast response, though. Just good to see that. Wow. Didn't go as planned. Yeah, I'm starting to really enjoy this route. Very relaxing. I could see how it could be boring for most people, though, because of how slow it is, but after a busy day, it's nice to just kind of kick your feet back and relax. What's not relaxing, though, are these steep grades. We don't even have any. We're not even hauling anything. Some more cows over there. The atmosphere is nice. But I mean the scenery, as far as like quality of the scenery goes, it's not really the best. I mean, that's just like painted grass right there. So, I mean, if you don't look at things too hard, which I don't, so that's not really a problem for me, but nice shack down there. Looks like there's some hay. Oh, this could be a cool shot. Let's see. Oh my gosh. It's so hard to do it one-handed with the controller, because I have an Xbox controller and then the keyboard, so I just kind of like use the Xbox controller for the cameras because I have a 60% keyboard, and the camera controls are routed through the arrow keys, which I don't have. So it's just not really convenient. At some point later on, I might do the Thameslink Class 700. I think that's how you say it. Thameslink. Could be wrong. Just American. I don't know how they pronounce it over the pond. But, yeah, I'm probably going to do that at some point. But honestly, like, if there's another game coming out in a month, this is not really what I want to be spending my money on right now, so we're probably just going to hold off on that until further notice, but that is something I'm interested in doing at some point, because Southeastern High Speed is looking to be pretty jacked up right now, and I'm a big fan of that. It's very busy, lots of layers, and those are the kind of routes I like to see. So maybe they'll extend it again in the new release. That would be pretty crazy. They release it for a third time. I hope they don't do that with New York to Trenton. Could you imagine? You have to pay to update New York to Trenton into what it's supposed to be. I could totally see that happening now. Alright, 1 mile about, and then that's it. And we're shutting it down. See if we can get some more shots here. Alright, yeah, this is not a good, not a very photogenic area. Maybe when we get down here, Bishop's, oh boy, Bishop's Leadered. I'm probably saying that completely wrong. Maybe things will turn around there. AWS. I got this route during the winter sale, I think. I kind of just sat there in the library for a little bit, but I'm glad I finally gave it a shot. We haven't seen another train so far, which is understandable, because we've only been on one track for most of the time. Maybe things will open up down here. Alright, we're going to want to stop red on the mark because we got a red coming up here. So I'm going to keep that application going. Alright, should be good. Might have to increase, yeah, I'm going to increase it just to play it safe. Almost there. Put that into 30. I should be good. I'm just going to zip down here really quickly. Just to, oh boy. What? Oh, was weird. Oh, I'm stuck behind a fence. Yeah, so we have some coaches down here. I thought there would be another locomotive. I guess not. Okay. So we do get to go down there, which is cool, and couple those guys to the formation. Okay, wait. We have a red, though. We can't go. Does it want us to couple these guys? Are they not coupled? Does it want us? It wants us to couple the loco to formation, but all right. Now I need to find the contact signaler here. You'd think it would be right there, but I don't think it is. Yeah, it is right there. All right, excellent. Is this the end of the line? No, keeps going. So I'd say we did about half of it, maybe, give or take. All right. I definitely want to slow down. This one-handed camera work, I really do apologize, but it's hard to do the speed and this at the same time. Okay. Should be fine. Shouldn't have a derailment. And bounced right off. Okay. It's those bumpers, man. Alright, and then I just have to couple them, which I should be able to do from here. That does look a little wonky, so I don't know if it's going to let me do it. Alright, yeah, we're going to have to get out and check that out. What's up, guys? Nothing to see here, just coming out. Let's see. This happens from time to time. Oh, there it is. Excellent. Alright. Reverser off. Headlights off. Okay, great. Master key off. And that looks like that's going to be it. Ooh, that's the inside there. Very nice. Climb down from the train to complete this duty. So yeah, I appreciate you all sticking with me here for the past half hour. A little bit slower pace than usual, but it was nice to change things up a little bit. So let me know what you guys think of Train Sim World 4 in the comments down below, because I want to hear your guys' opinions of it. Some people are upset. Some people are happy. It's the same every release. Same people thinking the same things. I'm somewhere in the middle. But yeah, so thanks guys for watching. I apologize. My speaking was not on point this evening. But I hope you all have a truly great day. Thanks, guys.